back to my channel. Today I have my first order from Temu that I wanted to share with you, and I just took everything out of the packages so they wouldn't be too crinkly when I was talking about it, but this is just a kind of an overview of the things that I purchased, and I wanted to kind of explain why I got these particular things. Since I make junk journals that are fairly colorful and bright and have a lot of vintage elements to them, and actual vintage elements like from the thrift store and things like that, I wanted to see what kinds of things I could find at Temu that might kind of fit the vintage look. I've seen a lot of people shop there, and it seemed like it has a lot of craft supplies, and so I wanted to kind of see what I could find. This is kind of a look at what I've been working on right now. I'm working on this little journal made from a freezer carton, and I'm actually making two of them, but they're going to be the same thing. And these are some things that I've pulled so far, some vintage items that I've pulled. I've got some vintage stationery, some other little cards and envelopes, scrapbook paper, things like that. And I'm still pulling some more things. I've got a lot of game sheets that I want to take out and add, maybe some that are more brighter in color. But I was thinking it would be fun to kind of add little elements of kind of newer supplies that I could find. Since I can't always find a ton of vintage things where I live, I usually kind of pick and choose from either Etsy. I go to other people that can find things where they live, and I purchase things from them to add to my journals. Or I kind of fill in with some more modern things that I maybe find on Amazon, and in this case Temu. So I wanted to share with you some things that I purchased. Okay, let me start off with some of the paper ephemera that I found first. I was kind of looking for brighter colored items that I could add to my brightly colored junk journals that had kind of a vintage flair to it. So I found these floral stickers, and they are kind of different, more pastel than bright colors, but they're actually, I would call them bright pastels. So greens and pinks are really pretty, and they have just different flowers on the front of them, roses, and it has the name of the flower, cyclamen, and then it has the month that the flower corresponds to. So I thought these were really pretty. It's hard to totally see up close on the website. Or it was hard for me to see these up close on the website. So they look a little less, the flowers themselves look a little less natural in person, but I do like the colors of them. Some of them though, this king white, this looks a little more natural. The rose looks a little, not as what I was expecting. But some of that, like the camellia, this looks okay. So, I think it's just, actually, it might just be the roses that looked a little bit different. But I really like the colors on these. I think they're pretty. So these will be pretty for, I don't think they're that hard to unpeel. Yeah, it's just like a thin paper backing. But so I thought you get a good amount and nice colors for them. I was also looking for, I love doilies. I love adding doilies to my journals. And I was looking for some more floral doilies. I had bought a bunch from Amazon, and I've been using them up, and I can't find them anymore. So I just picked up another one more floral set that I did find on Amazon, but that's the only ones I could find now. I don't know what happened to them all. But anyway, so I was looking on here, and I ended up finding these, which are really cute, but they're not thin doily material. I think I was assuming that they would be. These are more, they're doilies, but they're kind of a stiffer paper. It's not kind of that really thin kind of floppy paper, but this is actually really nice too. It's almost could be used as a coaster or something like that, but the colors are so pretty. So they had a bunch of other colors, but I just wanted the blue, yellow, and pink. And I'll put links to all this stuff down below with so that you can kind of see specifically what it is. But this one just has some really pretty purple flowers on it, and you get a couple of different styles of flowers, and then also of the actual doilies themselves. So it's a really nice combination. I think they're about all the same size, but just kind of different lace styles on the doilies. But since they're stiffer, I think they have a lot of uses too. You could use it for I always like to put like a little brad at the top, and then you could kind of flip it out and then flip it to cover up some journaling. You could, make a little flip this way without a brad, like do a little crease and flip it up, you know, again, to hide some more journaling. There's lots of different ways you could use these. So I definitely like them. Normally the more floppy doilies I use as an actual page in my journal to kind of have that sort of texture when you're flipping the pages. But this is fine too. So, these are just really pretty. And then let's see, let me show this one too. So in kind of the doily department, I ended up finding this wax paper. It's for food, but of course I want to use it for something else. So I really like this. It's almost like I guess it's kind of like a vellum, but it's more of a wax paper. It seems like vellum, but it's wax paper. But I thought the flowers were so pretty on it, and I'm actually going to use this in my current journal that I'm making with my vintage freezer boxes. And it's the perfect size to fold in half and then trim, and I'm going to use them just for a little kind of page flip in my journal. But I thought the pink flowers were really pretty, and you get a ton of papers in here too. And I'm actually going to use them. I probably grab a few and keep them in my kitchen for you know, if I bring food to somebody or something like that. It's nice to kind of decorate your cookie plate or whatever. So I got that there. Let's see, other paper things. Let me show these. So the boxes in these are so pretty. These are, again, they don't really have a name. It's just kind of what's inside. So these are just basically little floral ephemera papers, and these are not stickers. They're just kind of just little ephemera pieces. But I really liked the bright colors. These are super bright, but not primary colors. They're kind of like a lime green, and I got this green color, I got yellow, and I got blue, and they just have different floral designs on them, different shapes. And these could just be used for all kinds of things. I'm going to pop this probably in my collage containers to add to my collages, but I think they'd also be pretty. They're a little more romantic looking, so I don't usually make romantic looking journals, but I was thinking these would be nice for collage. And it comes in a nice little container too. So I got the green ones. And then I'll show you what the blue looks like. The blues are really pretty. My favorite, kind of like a periwinkle blue. And it just has some just really pretty floral designs. These would be pretty to layer onto tags too, decorative tags. So I'm going to get a lot in here. So that's the blue, and then this is the yellow. Kind of a soft yellow. There's a little bit of green mixed in here too. And I really like these color combinations. And they're embossed too, so they have a pretty little embossed flower on it. So it just gives a little bit more texture. So that's it. Oh no, I also got one more little paper item thing. Actually, two more. I gotta have some over here too. I got these. They are, undo them here. This is just a little stack of, I don't even know what they're. I forget what they were called, but they're just kind of like little paper strips with just pretty designs, floral designs on the front. And this was a, I'm not sure if they had, I think they had different colors. And this is the lilac color. But they're all the same. And they're just little strips of paper with, oh no, actually they're not all the same. There's a couple little different designs, but they're in the lilac color, and they just have some floral accents on them that I just thought were pretty. Again, a pretty collage piece I could use. So I grabbed those. And then I got this notepad. This is just a, it's not sticky notes or anything, but I thought this would be nice for collage too, to kind of layer. It's kind of a postal, or it's a calendar look with kind of a postal accent on it too. So I just kind of, it was hard again to see what this looked like on the website. So it's, they actually had different options for little notebooks. So there were like 5 different designs you could choose from. And I like this one because I thought it would look nice for collage. So I grabbed that. And all of this stuff was really inexpensive. So you get quite a bit for your money, definitely. Okay, so next up, let me show the sort of fabric type things I got, ribbon and fabric. So I picked up these fabric swatches. This is just you get about 5 different designs, and these, let me see what the size is. 9 by 9, I think. So again, I was looking for kind of vintage retro style, and I picked this orange out. I thought this was so pretty. It's got orange and a little bit of green in it too, but just this really pretty kind of groovy looking floral orange fabric. It's just cotton fabric, but I thought, I could turn them into little pockets or something for my journals. And then you get the orange flowers, you get the polka dots, this really cute gingham, and then you get this green and yellow polka dot. And then this next one is my favorite, I think, besides the first orange flowers, this really pretty yellow, orange, and kind of magenta flowers. I thought that's a really pretty color combination. I never thought to put the hot pink with the orange and the yellow, but that looks really good. And then this pretty avocado green and orange. It's very, very 70s paisleys. And then just a really pretty small floral, orange floral fabric too. So just really cute for, again, journal covers. For smaller journals, you could use it to cover the inside of a journal, or use it, to actually be the journal cover itself. So I just thought that would be fun. I'm probably going to go back and get some more in different colors. And then I got some embroidered flowers. They're like little patches. I don't know if they're iron-on or not. I think you're supposed to stitch them on, which I'll just glue them onto pages, I think. But you get a set of 5. And I just thought these had a fun kind of 70s look to them. So you get all these colors. And I think they had other colors to choose from too. I got some butterfly trim in 3 different colors. I got pink. This one, let's see, white. Actually, this one is like a really light blue. It's probably hard to see on camera. It's kind of like an icy blue color. But I got this one, and you get, it's just one length of the butterfly trim. And then I got it in pink, and it's got a little pearl in the middle of the butterfly. So I thought that was really pretty. And I just got white too. So that was pretty. And then I got this big bag of daisy trim, which is fun. It's got just a bunch of different styles of trim in here. I love the purple middle of the daisy here. I use daisy trim a lot. I have a big spool of it, but I thought these were kind of different colors, so thought this would be a little more fun. These are kind of like an off-white daisy. And then just a fun kind of yellow and cream daisies. And then I always like the purple and cream. That's a good look. And this lime green is really pretty too. I love the lime green. And then I really like this one too. It's almost like a fluorescent coral color. I don't know if you can see it on camera that well. And for this type of trim, I usually just use my pH, the glue that I use for, it's in my favorite tools little kit thing. But I just use the liquid glue on the back of it, and then just add it to, either a side of a page in a journal, or to trim the spine of my journal, anything like that. The liquid glue works really, really well with this type of stuff. So that's a huge amount of floral trim. And then I also got some of these I forgot to take out of the package. These are more daisy trim, just kind of more brighter colors. I thought that was really pretty too. And let's see what else. Oh, some more ribbon. I think this is it. I just got a bunch of, and then I got some washi too, I'll show in a second. But this is a bunch more ribbon. I kept, when I typed into, the embroidered vintage looking ribbon in the search bar, I ended up finding all these different ribbons. So I thought this one was really pretty. It's like a thicker ribbon, but I like the flowers on this one and kind of the coral with the light blue background. I thought that was really pretty, and I like the thickness of it too. And it's kind of a woven ribbon. I really like that as well. And then I just got a couple of different kind of more embroidered ribbons here. I just like these color combinations. This is really nice too. This is just another small floral ribbon, but it's got a really cute, very dainty looking. I like that for kind of one of my ladies' journals or something. And then this has a more this looks very vintage actually. Just some daisies and kind of a light peach color. That's pretty. And then this one, it was hard to tell what it looked like online. I don't love it that much, but I think actually it would be great for a vintage Christmas journal, even though it's not Christmas flowers. It looks just like roses or something, but it's hard to tell with the ribbon. So that dark green with the cream, I think would be pretty. And then the dark red would be pretty, just kind of trimming a Christmas journal. So I think that would be fine for that. And then the last thing I picked up was these washi tapes. And it was random choice. They had different colors. I think they had yellow, purple, blue, and then this coral color. And I ended up getting 3 of the coral colors, which I don't mind. I can go back and hopefully try to get some more where I can get the colors that I want. But they didn't let you choose the colors. But I just like the scallop design and the little hearts on the washi. And then this is the light blue one, which I thought was really pretty too. And it's just a regular kind of paper washi, thin paper washi. But I thought that's really pretty too, to add some trim to journals. So some tips that kind of helped me shop on the website, because the website is very involved. It has a lot of stuff to look at. It's very flashy, in my opinion. It's not like a Taperology, like a kind of a calm website. But this is it's got a lot going on, lots of things to read and see, lots of coupon codes, all kinds of stuff. What I found was best to do was to go up into the search engine and kind of think of some things that I would want to put in junk journals that would make sense that might be on this website. So think vintage trim. What does vintage trim look like? It's flowered. So flowered, embroidered trim. In fact, I have it already in here, so I'll make it easy. Cute flower embroidered trim. So it brings all kinds of embroidered trim up here. And as you're searching on the website, so you could type in other things like floral doilies. I think I did that to find that wax paper. Maybe some vintage style washi tape. Things like that. As you start looking, it starts to get an idea. The website starts to get an idea of your interests, and that is kind of what helped guide me through Temu to kind of find the things that I found that really match what I was looking for my journal. So if you click on, say, this ribbon here, this really cute ribbon, looks very vintage. If you go down to the bottom, you'll see that it will has some reviews, and then go down to further. Then this is based on your recently viewed. So as you can tell, I've been looking at other things too. So it kind of brings up like cute vintage food stickers, just all kinds of, a lot of things that kind of match, the vintage style that I was looking for in buttons and flowers and material and paper and things like that. So as you start looking on the website and, put things into the search bar, it'll kind of get an idea of your interests. And I think that's what kind of helps guide if you're not really sure what you're looking for. So that's kind of what helped me here. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, I think that was pretty much what was helpful. I mean, I would go and look at the website for a little bit, and then I'd go do something else. I had to go do other things. And so then I'd come back to it, and it really took some time to kind of go through. And I know I haven't found everything, so I will probably go back at some point, if I want to find some other things and kind of put some more stuff into the search bar and see what I can find. So thank you again for joining me today. I'm excited to, I'm actually going to add a ton of these things to the new journals that I'm making right now. So I'm excited to do that. And let me know if you have any questions. I've got links below to these items, as well as I also have a link to my favorite crafting tools. And within that, I have some Amazon items that are also sort of a vintage style look that, you know, if you can't find something in your area that's actual vintage from a thrift store, you can find some kind of vintage style things over on Amazon. So I have a little curated section in my favorite craft tools where you can find that too. So you can go ahead and take a look at that. So I'll have all the links below, and I'll see you in my next video.